Well, all right, Bubba. Thursday throwback. Thursday throwback. P Haven interviews. Great memories of the P. Let's go back to 1982. Like I said on Facebook and YouTube, I don't even know where this interview came from, or it was sent to me on a tape by some Funkateer a long time ago. I can't even remember what station it was on or anything, but it's cool. Hey, Bootsy. Hey, Patty. Check it out. 1982.
How did you get to me?
My mother laid it on me when I was a little pot. You know, when I was, I think I was about maybe 1 or 2 years old. Yeah, and she said she don't know why she laid it on me, but I think her brother's nickname was Bootsy too. For a minute, I don't know what happened, but I think she gave it to me, you know, and it seemed like he kind of stopped using it, you know.
Now, I read an interview about you in Mr. Magazine that said that you really liked boots.
Oh, yeah.
You had these boots and people started calling you Bootsy?
Yeah, that had something to do with it too, in school. You know, in school, because, you know, they used to call me Bootsy, but when then they started relating it to the boots, because I had some strange boots and all kind of strange things, you know, because Mom used to dress me kind of, you know, there wasn't nothing happening. You know, whatever was around, that's what I thought of.
Right.
So, plus I had these funny looking boots, you know. They look like grandmama type.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I had to wear those. So what nothing was happening.
You still have it?
I wish I did. You know, because I can vaguely remember what they looked like, but I knew they had buttons on the side and come up the side, you know. And they were real funny.
Oh, God.
And some kind of funny heel. I used to have to wear them to school, you know. I never will forget that. Yeah, I never will forget that one.
How did you hook up with James Brown? And you had, I guess, bands when you were in school or whatever.
Yeah, I used to, you know, James had a studio in Cincinnati called King's Recording, and we used to do a lot of little stuff over the studio, you know, not for him, but that was before we met him, you know, and we used to do a lot of little recordings. People just kind of liked us around the studio because I guess it looked like we was happening, you know, at the time. So, you know, James, he would come in, you know, from the road, and he would come in the studio and cut with his band. And at that time, Macy and Fred was with him, you know. And that's how I met them. I met them first.
Now, what year was it?
That was when I met them. When I met Macy, it was 68. And then James got to work with us going to record like on Harvard Price time. You know, he laughed at me, man. I thought it was pretty weird. You know, that was the time the hit game thing was happening, you know, it was coming in. And, you know, I guess I just was kind of strange. Because everybody else was on it. I mean, they looked hard.
Were you recording? I mean, were you doing backup for us?
Yeah, Behind My Son and Hank Dollar, you know, a couple of, you know, people, you know, at the time was pretty hot. You know, and he was doing mostly all the studio work, you know, and that's what James heard from us. First I was 16, that's when I just get started, you know, I was like a little tiny, you know, looking crazy.
So you still with him for how long?
From, let's say I got with James, and I think it was 69 to about 71.
He did a concert at the Regal, not that he didn't do it live. He did a concert at the Regal in about 69, maybe 70.
Well, probably that. Yeah. If it was in that time period, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because we did all the 200, and from that time on down and stuff, you know.
So now, when did you meet him in dress code, and how did that hook up come about?
That was strange. I mean, that was a strange one. What happened was, once we left James, you know, we had came back from England, right? And we had a great time with him. It was fantastic, you know. And we come back to the States, and, you know, we was playing at Copacabana in New York. And something went there. I don't know what, you know, the business-wise, I didn't know nothing about that. But I just knew what he told us, right? And, you know, something didn't go down, right? So we decided to hit it. You know, we was young and very aggressive, and, you know, we the baddest ones in the world, period. You know, no more rap. And we just hit it, you know, we didn't know where we were going. we just knew that we had the band, you know, the band was always, you know, together, you know, so we all there. And makes us friends and makes us stay there, you know, because they had been there, and they had been, you know, getting taken care of, you know. So we just left with my brother and the drummer Frankie, myself, and two uncles, you know. So we left and we formed a group called House Guests, you know. So we spaced, I mean, you know, but we kept together, we spaced and did a few gigs, you know, here and there, and we hung together until we got to Detroit, you know. That's when we ran into George. You know, he happened to have a few friends that was at the club and they heard us, you know. And they had let George know that we was in town, and we was looking crazy as ever. We were wearing high pants and, you know, looked like they should be Funkadelic, you know, and all that rap. And we couldn't wait to get on stage with Funkadelic, no way, because at that time, you know, like I said, we was the baddest mothers in the world, you know, as far as we was concerned. You know. So, you know, we messed around, met George, went over to his house, rap, and instantly fell in love. Oh yeah, he was sawing or something. Wrong with it ain't us. Wrong with it ain't us.
So when did you rock the Star Shade image? You know, was that
had, you know, I just hadn't had a chance to do it. You know, it always had been in the head, you know. But you know, I wasn't projecting myself as being the out person. I mean the star of the show. This is my thing, you know, because at the time we was just backing different, you know, people up, you know, and that was the thing, to back the hippest singer or you know, whoever's happening. We wanted to just be in there because we knew eventually that the group would be, you know, the star of the show, you know. So I had no intention really to put myself out. That was George's idea, and I thank God, you know, that he came up with that idea, even though it was probably in the back of my head. You know.
Because you think he really...
Yeah, he pushed it out of me because I was kind of, you know, on stage I would be that kind of person, but I wouldn't have just did that myself, you know, I don't think. Probably that quick, you know. So, you know, it probably would have took me time to grow into that.
So your first album, did you expect it to do as well as it did? You know,
I didn't expect nothing. I didn't expect nothing. That's probably why it happened, you know. All I wanted to do at that time was, I was glad to do it. You know, because it was just something I never did before. You know, before it was something, you know, it was a dream.
How did you handle the craziness? I mean, you really...
I don't know. To this day, I do not know. And, you know, whatever was with me, whatever force, you know, I call it the one, you know, whatever the force was with me just kept me. You know, because I don't know to this day how I survived that one. You know.
I'm going to go back for a minute. When did you begin playing, you know, instruments? I mean, were you self-taught or did you take lessons?
No, I taught myself really because my brother, he was playing, you know, let's see, when he was around, he was a teenager and I was around 8, 9, something like that.
Catfish.
Yeah, Catfish was a teenager. Yeah, that's my brother, my baby big brother. And this boy's crazy. You know, I mean, I ain't crazy. This boy's really crazy. So he was like playing with little groups around Cincinnati, you know, and that's the only thing that I could really lock in on was, dang, I want to play music, you know, and I seen him every day practicing, you know, and you know he messed around and made him a guitar, you know, out of I'll tell you exactly what it looked like. It looked like a cornflake box with a ruler and a fishing string on it.
Are you serious?
That's what it looked like, but he made it out of wood, you know. Yeah, he was very serious. Very serious. So he got a paper route. He got a paper route, and I don't know. I think he's making something like he was making about maybe $5-6 a week, you know, because he was hitting it day in and day because he quit school, and you know he was hitting it. He was making about $6 or $7 a week, you know, and he saved it up until he got him one of those guitar, you know, real cheap guitar, you know. And he used to bring it home, and when he was gone on his paper route, when I come in, you know, from school, I, you know, run in there and check it out. Yeah, I go check it out, you know, even though he busted me one time. And, you know how big brothers are on younger brothers, you know, and, you know, hey, man, okay, you know, one of those, you know, I'll leave it alone, you know, but, you know, you know, so, I don't know, then I made up in my head that, wow, I got to get me one of these because I can't keep doing this, you know. So I got me a paper route. You know, I was following in the footsteps.
Did he know that you got one, or did you hide from him?
Did he know that I got a guitar?
Did he know that you got a paper route? I mean, did you do?
Oh yeah, because I had to give me something, you know, because Mama wasn't nothing happening. I mean, for money, you know, wasn't nothing. I mean, zero, you know. So I got a paper route after school, making $2.50 a week, you know. And I come home with all this change in my pocket, you know. I throw it out and it's like, Mama, look what I got. You know, I mean, we was really happy. That was money, you know. And we saved it up. I kept that paper route until I could get me a radio. I bought me a radio, and I got some credit too. I couldn't believe that. You know, I got some credit. $16, yeah, $16 radio, right? Dude let me come out of the store with it. I paid down. He let me come out with it. I paid it every week, and I got me a guitar. You know, well, my mama got that. She got that on credit. You know, I don't know how she did that, but we paid for both of those. As soon as I paid for that, I was through with the gig. You know, it was about learning this guitar now. It was about finding out about this work. You know, it was a $29 guitar. You know, but I turned into a bass once I figured out, wow, my brother's playing guitar, so maybe I better just start playing bass. That was a beautiful time to figure out playing bass after I had bought a guitar, right? So I messed around and changed it into a bass.
You changed the guitar that you bought into a bass?
Yeah, it was
How did you do that?
Well, I had never heard of doing it, but I just, you know, bought some bass strings, right? And put them on there, you know, and it worked. It worked. Matter of fact, it sounded better than any of those Fender basses at the time, you know. And every time I would play it somewhere, they would ask me how, you know, what did I do to get that sound? I mean, have one of those lower sounds, you know. And everybody liked that bass.
Okay, so we want to go back. You're with George now, and you guys are playing. You playing in Detroit?
Yeah, we was at a club. Let's see, what's this boy name? Well, I forget the name of it, but it was real nice. You know, like a young set, everybody would come in. You couldn't drink, you know, and you come in to see the new entertainment. You know, like it'd be matinees, and then they would get out at night. But we was like, you know, we go on, and we go on, and then another band go on, then we go on. I mean, but once the name got around the house band, forming the JBs, everybody, we had lines of mugs packed everywhere. You know, plus, like I said, we was the baddest mugs. I mean, that was, you know, we hit the set like, all right, y'all seeing everything. This is it. I mean, you ain't gonna see nothing after you seen this, you know. I mean, that's the way we hit the stage.
Did your head swell? You know, during this time, I mean, you get popular.
I think I went backwards. I think I was thinking probably the way I should have. Really, most mugs think, okay, after you done made it. I think I was thinking that then, before anything was happening. You know, I was thinking we the baddest. You know, just get out of my way, because you know, we're gonna wear it out. We're gonna wear you out, and whatever you're doing don't mean nothing. We was thinking that one before anything was happening. You know, and it kind of started working backwards. You know, the more we start happening, the more I start. Oh, yeah. You know, I mean, you know, trying to figure out things. Oh yeah, you know, I'm getting into it now, but before I wouldn't, you know, before it was like, out of my way, boy, you bother me, you know, and I'm ready, I'm here with my thing, and I'm ready, you know, check my finger out, dig it, look at my finger, I'm ready to wear it out, see, and that was the whole vibe.
Can you come down to earth a little bit?
Yeah, because like I said before that started happening, I think I was crazier then, you know, I mean, if that's what you know, I think I was a little more out of pocket, you know, than when stuff started happening. Because we was forcing it to happen. We was making it, you know. We was going in, taking the stage, you know, going in with our axes out. All right, we're going to sit in. You know, we don't care what nobody say. You know, that was the vibe. We didn't say that. You know, but that was the vibe. We're going to the stage, and we don't care who's on there. We're going in and take a gig.
And we'll prove to you how bad we are.
And we want the Funkadelics. That was the vibe. That was the word that was out. The house guest wants the Funkadelics. Where are they? You know, we're going to kill these mugs. Yeah. That was the vibe. Yeah. And when we finally met, you know, it was like, we're supposed to have been there all the time. You know, me and George hit it right off. I mean,
you guys been together now for how long? 10 years? 12 years?
Yeah, about that time. Yeah. As a matter of fact, what is this, 82? Yeah, about close to 12 years.
Now, would you say that James Brown planted funk in you?
Oh, yeah. I think James is the one for his, you know, not only my supplanted in myself. I think overall musically, you know, he was the one that really started that, you know, because I think it came through him first, you know, as far as the way we identify with it now. And, you know, I think it came through him first. I think I just updated and George updated, you know, and made it hip to say it's funky, you know. At the time, you know, back then it wasn't too hip to say it's funky because that was a bad word, you know.
Right.
But we kind of, you know, we kind of made it hip to say, you know. And now, you know, it's the saying, you know. It's
Just another word.
yeah, you know. So now it's about trying to figure out see what that says backwards, you know. Or if that means anything.
How much influence do you have on Roger Chapman? You discovered him, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, what it was like we kind of grew up in Cincinnati too. That mom was playing guitar when I was playing. We were about the same age, and he would be playing at one club, I'd be playing at another, and we never really played on shows together. But he always had his band, I always had mine. You know, it was always my brother. It was always his brothers, you know. And we was real cool with his pops. Pops was real cool with us. See, the thing they had good about that thing was Pops. You know, that mug, boy, I tell you, I mean, he would take them everywhere. I mean, they had it made. I mean, far as, not had it made, but I mean, far as having transportation, having somebody there rapping, you know, rapping for him, getting gigs. So we had to do all of that.
All by yourself?
Oh, yeah. It was myself and my brother.
Was it hard for you, you know, to do that?
Well, see, when you into it, it ain't, you know, I wouldn't say it was hard. You know, I would say it was just something to do at that time. We was gonna do it anyway. You know, I mean, you know, no matter, it wasn't hard. It was just something to do. We had to do that, you know. And you know, I enjoyed it. And what I was saying about Pops, he was the kind of dude that he was so strict, you know. But it was cool because he made Roger and them, you know, what they are. You know, he stayed on them, and you know, it kind of rubbed off on me and Cat too, you know. But we didn't ever have a father image, you know, that was there. You know, we had to do that, you know. So you know, just going back and say, and we always say it, you know, whoever made it first would reach back and grab the other mug, you know. So that was always locked in the head, and so we start, you know, I started having it. And, you know, we got to a certain point, and the Cat brought it up to my attention. He said, well, what about Roger then? Let's go hear them. You know, they were still playing locally in the city, and so I said, okay. And we went to, they was playing at a college, I think, in, I think it was Miami, Ohio, somewhere. We went up there and checked it out, you know, and they were still playing top 40. You know, this was around, what, 78, I think? And we went through there, and, you know, it was, you know, rapping, and, you know, I was telling him, you know, give me some tapes and let's see what we can do and try to hook it up, you know, and then we rapped about the old times. And I took the tape and, you know, we messed around, I had it at Warner's. And it took about 2 years to really get the papers and finish the album and everything, you know. And, but, you know, I kept rapping and letting them know that it was going to be all right. But the time, you know, it took 2 years to really hook that up. You
That's
know?
a while.
Yeah.
Now, you haven't done any touring in a while.
Well, I did a little mini type, well, I wouldn't call it a tour, a real tour, you know, but I've been out a few times, but not like, you know, not like I'm used to, you know. But I don't think I could handle it at the time, you know, because of, you know, things that had happened and things, you know, the ups and downs and, you know, it just like hits you in the face all at once. And then you realize, God damn it, you know, because for a minute there I found myself trying to hide, you know, from the thing that I had been trying to go get, you know, and to me that didn't feel right.
Was it because of all the pressure you just wanted to pull back, or everybody's
that and Bootsy, you know, I mean, that's all I heard day in and day. I even got tired of him, you know, and once I got tired of him, you know, it started messing with me, you know, and I said, no, wait a minute, you know, I'm the one that's been going out here after this boy, making this boy happen, you know, and really, you know, this is what I wanted, you know.
Now, who is Cass?
That's the part of you that talks to you and tell you which way to move and what to do, when to start and when to stop, you know. And that's who I believe really kept me, you know, no matter how it looked, if it looked like I'm happening or not, kept me breathing.
So Cass was the ego.
Yeah, he's that part that I believe really, you know, tells me what to do, you know, keeps me on it. Now the count, you know, not getting too far ahead of you, but the count in this new LP, okay, the LP is the one that gives the count taken away. Well, the one is the one in everybody, you know, it's that thing in you that that makes you do the thing that you feel is right. But the count is the part of you that's the desire, the flesh, the boy that tells you to do everything, you know, that feels good, you know, and that's the one that be wearing you out, you know. And it took all that time for me to be able to say that, you know, in an album, you know.
Oh, I understand.
The one giver,
right?
And the
Just
count.
putting it out there.
Yeah. You know, see, the one giver to everybody. You know, I mean, whatever your thing is, you know, you got it. You know, but here's your buddy next door wearing you out, and here's you wearing you out. You know, so it's one of those type of things.
Now the song in your new album, Takes a Licking and Keeps on Kicking, it's not in the song. Those words.
The lyrics, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you something about that too. I did that song for the album, and if you notice in some of the albums, the titles don't have nothing to do with, you know, with the song. Like Rubber Ducky. What's a rubber ducky? You know, and but I did that for an album. I did Take a Licking for an album song too. But Warner's wanted to put that out, and I don't know today why, but I can understand it. The one I wanted to put out was Shiner Mike. You know, because I felt that, because I had did a thing with Xavier, I had it all planned in my head, right? Then I did this thing with Xavier, and then come behind it with Shadow Mike. But it just didn't work out. You know? So, you know, sometimes you have to roll with it. And plus, we got a couple of other things that's coming out on a couple of other groups that I had all this planned, right? And it kind of got. But I'm glad that it ain't as deep as it could be, right?
Is this with God Mama and
yeah.
Sweatbands?
And that and there's another group called Dayton. Their stuff will be out in about another month and a half, you know.
Really do. You're staying in Dayton. I gather the group Dayton.
Yes, a group called
Dayton, Ohio?
They from Dayton, that's right. And, you know, we just produced a song on them called Crackety Crack. You know, it's about cracking your back, you know. It's going to be a big smash, you know. I'm really feeling like that's going to be a big smash. And I did all these tunes the way I you know, like Shining Light. All of them is in that same vein. And that's what I wanted to come out on me, you know. And the one I wanted to come out on me, it just, you know, they didn't want to put that out, and I couldn't understand. I still can't, but it's one of those things.
There it is.
Yeah.
But the record's doing pretty good.
Yeah, but they own it. I mean, they own it, you know, because that's the one they wanted, you know. And I believe if, you know, well, it's just a belief that maybe if I, you know, well, but that's whatever. I mean, hey, you know, it's sunshiny days.
You have the different groups that are trying to copy your style, maybe like George Duke.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? I mean, do you feel flattered? You know, they say flattery is the sincerest form of...
Well, you know what I found out about that? It took me a minute to find out. I knew that was going to happen, right? But it took me a minute to find out that that's going to happen for real. Not only with a hit song or with a hit concept or a hit individual, but any product, you know, anything is going to be copied. You know, I mean, I had to really get that one, you know, because, you know, that messed with you for a minute. I mean, it's cool, you know, but once it started happening to you, and ain't you got a regular, and ain't you know, for a minute, you know, man, you know, then you start thinking about it. And at first it's cool, really cool, you know, but after so many people start doing it, then you say, God dog, I got to change, you know, and that's what I was going through. You know.
How,
I mean, you feel you got to change, but really, I mean, really, what you're doing is cool. You know?
do you get noticed, you know, when you're out? Do people realize who you are? You know, when you're walking down the street, are you wearing clothes like this, or you just wearing slacks and a shirt?
Well, I knew we was coming. You know, I knew this. You know, I didn't know exactly where we was coming, but I knew that it would be in the area that was cool.
Right.
You know,
right.
So you know, I dress accordingly.
How do you handle people going, Bootsy?
Oh no, see, I'm cool. You know, and so you know, it depends on how you are. You know, if you freaking out, none of us gonna freak out. You know, like we was over in Europe, and you know, like I thought I had everything under control, right? So we're on stage, and you know, everybody's dancing. I'm talking to people. You know, everybody's up. You know, yeah. All right, so I say, now look, I'm gonna come down here and start dancing with y'all. They said, yeah, come on, yeah, fine. So I said, yeah, I got this under control. You know, I'm in control now. I know everything's cool. Because I ain't shaking. You know, I'm cool. I jumped off the stage. And before I can let everybody see that I'm cool, some boys had me on the ground. And, you know, my glasses was on the side of my face, right? I'm saying to myself, boy, you know, this is one lesson, you know. And but that was the first time that it had ever happened to me.
You decided to venture out into the crowd.
But see, I had done that before, you know, but I had never done it in Europe, you know. And that's the first time it really happened like that. I mean, it happened in the States, but it never. I always, you know, had enough room to say, hey, everybody's good. I'm gonna get to you. You know, I had enough room to do that. But I jumped down on the floor, down, and that was it. You know, I didn't even have time to say, all right, you know, I didn't have no time for that.
Did it scare you?
I panicked for a minute, but I knew what I had to do. You know, I went to the state of just panicking, you know, doing that one. Yeah, I knew what I had to do, and that was escape, get out of there, you know. So I just.
While you perform, I mean, you're right in the middle of a performance, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm also in the middle of about 900 words on my face, you know. So you know, I had to get out of there. So I got outside and everything cooled out, you know. But I learned something from that one. Because I was thinking I had that under control. I had done it so much, you know, that I knew when I could, you know, be with the audience and how to make sure it was cool without them going crazy on me, you know. But I learned from that when I was in a whole new country, a whole new world. You know, I think that had something to do with it. You know.
Would you do it again?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'd do it again, you know, but I'd be very precautious. I wouldn't say, all right, I'm coming down to dance. Then I wait for the feedback, you know. They gave me the feedback before, yeah, come on, you know. They kept dancing, you know. Any other time, they would say, yeah, come on down. Come on down here. We're gonna wait on you right now. You know, if they had gave me that now, I wouldn't have went down. They kept dancing. I said, oh, so they don't, okay. I put the mic down. I said, yeah, okay. Sometimes I ease out here. Yeah, I ease out there, all right. Them stop what they were doing and wore me out. So, okay.
How many funk mob groups are still in existence right now?
Funk mob?
Yeah.
Let's see. You mean that is really happening?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think what is George is the one that really started. You know, is the leader of all of that. You know, he started that one, and you know, it's really concerned with him when he gets ready to come back. You know, I told you about thinking and everything. When he decides to come back and you know, make it happen. It happened, and everything come along with it, you know.
Now this album, this new one that you have, Takes a Look and Keeps on Kicking, it's sort of different.
Yeah. Well, I played most of the instruments on just about all the songs, you know, and in any of the previous albums, I had never played all of the instruments. I played drums and guitar and bass, you know, but I played keyboards and horns, and, you know.
On this one?
Yeah.
You play everything?
Yeah, some of everything on most of the cuts. Yeah. You know, and the ones I wrote myself, I did play everything.
And George is only with you
on one of the